Hello there. It's a nice day again. I'm suffering with the old hay fever, as I'm sure many of you are. And I've had it most of my life, most of my adult life anyway. It certainly seems to be getting a little bit better now. And it was worse through my 20s, by a long way. But it is annoying because it's the nicest time of the year. You want to be outside doing stuff, enjoying the sun, looking at the plants and animals. Yeah, it's lovely, and it disappoints me sometimes. I miss a lot of it. So I wanted to do a little video about some tips. I'm not going to say this is going to work, or I found an answer or a cure, though I wish I could. It'd make a lot of your lives a lot better, I know that, including my own. Just a few things I've found help over the time that I've had it. These are just bits from friends and family and things I've just tried to see if it works. First thing's clothes when you've been outside. If you've spent any amount of time outside walking around, going at shops, doing some work, make sure you change them when you get home. Take them all off, put them in a carrier bag and use that as your outdoor clothes for a couple of days until you wash them. And then change into something clean that hasn't been contaminated. It's much nicer sitting around in clothes that aren't covered in pollen. While you're at it, have yourself a little shower. Don't need a major one, just to wash it all away. Get it out of your hair, your eyes, your face, your skin. Just wash all the pollen off. Try and get for yourself, if you can, some kind of filter, some kind of pollen filter or air freshening kind of air cleaning device. I know they make them for dust allergy sufferers, and I don't want to make any claims about whether or not they work there, but I've certainly used one in the past to reduce pollen, and it seems to have worked very well. I used it in a kind of a safe room kind of mentality. I had one room that I kept the door closed and the windows closed and the curtains shut, and let the fan run in there all day and all night and just keep the pollen levels really down, so I had somewhere I could go to escape it for a bit. And again, it wasn't ideal, but it was better. It was better. So just have somewhere you can go, a little safe room. Pick a room in your house, usually your bedroom I find a good one. Keep it cool, keep the windows closed, and put yourself some kind of filter on, so at least you've got somewhere you can go and escape it. Eat and drink more. You know, that kind of lethargic tiredness you feel in there, I've come to realise is because it's your body's working hard trying to sort out all this pollen. It really drains you. So drink more water, fluids generally, and eat well. You know, step your eating up. It's the last thing you want to do when you feel like this, but honestly it makes a big difference. Keep your energy levels up. Sunglasses is a good thing, or some kind of reactor light lens that just cuts down on the UV and stops you squinting. That can really help with the headaches and stuff. If you're struggling for the cost of lenses and things, check out a company called Ciliary Blue, and they're a mail order lens company. I've used them several times in the past. They're extremely good value for money, and it's a really prompt service. They even sent some lenses out to France for my mum, so they're really nice folk down there. So give them a look at Ciliary Blue if you need some reactor light or some sunglass lenses to help you. And the very last thing is check your treatments. Like if you're receiving any tablets, or you've been to the doctors and he's put you on something, or you're buying things, just watch them, because I went through a couple of years of feeling far worse than I would have felt if I'd have just been suffering with the hay fever, because the side effects of what I was taking were making me even worse. And the thing about hay fever is, if you set yourself up a little clean room, set yourself up an environment that's trying to keep the pollen down, you can get some relief every now and then. With the treatment and the tablets, the side effects were always there, while you were taking them. So I had to stop taking them just to make sure that they weren't having an adverse effect, and it turned out they were. And for the last 5 or 6 years I've took nothing, just tried to deal with the symptoms and be clever about it. So I hope this helps some of you in some way, and you've got my deepest sympathies if you're struggling with hay fever. It goes from everything from itchy eyes all the way through to asthma in some people, and it can be a real pain. So keep your chins up, eat well, drink well, and make yourself a little safe room, and I hope this brings you some relief. Till next time.